Hello everybody, BlackTearDrop here. Welcome to Worms Fort Under Siege. This game is quite trash. I'm joking. I've never played this game. It's one of the other Worms 3D games. Let's create a team. Okay, team options. Yes. Create new team. We already know where we're going. Okay, now we're done with that. Special weapon. I don't know what any of these is. Is that a homing pigeon? Is that a fucking pigeon? I'll just. Yes. Hat. Oh, we can pick hats now. It's so immersive. Ooh. I saw one. Oh no, it's not the same one. Fucking hell. What the fuck is this?
No! My technique ain't what it used to be. Oh, jeez! Who stole my pen?
Oh. I get fun. I use the fact that they have this setting is pretty amazing. Hats, yes. Edit names, just special. Human, of course. It be an AI, cause I can't play for shit. Okay. Play the tutorial, cause we need to play the tutorial. You can't. Wait, where's my team? Are you fucking serious? We have our team, let's begin. Greetings, mortal, and welcome to Worms Under Siege. Worms Fort Under Siege universe. I am the supreme being, but before you attempt the many missions I have in store, I recommend that you take some simple tests to prove your worthiness. You have many words to conquer, so when you're ready, let's start. Introducing the twins. No, the animations are better. Washed up on an island. Our unlikely heroes find themselves alone. Luckily, someone's watching over them. It's the Supreme Being. What's that he's saying? He's going to teach you how to play the game with series of tests. This looks like it could be fun. Greetings, mortal, I am the Supreme Being, and I'm here to help you with the basics of the game. To begin with, we're just gonna be moving your worm in front of your worm, while crates, DASW moves your worm. When you're ready, try collecting the crates by moving your worm over it. Yeah, the camera's gonna be a bit wonky. Excellent, you've just collected your first health crate. The more health a worm has, the harder it is to kill. However, usually start with 100 health, but when it's reached 0, you die. Health is indicated by a number above each worm's head. How useful! When you're ready, collect the rest of the health crates as they appear. Fun fact, this is gonna take a while for me to get used to. The camera controls, though, pretty trash. Look, it's time to difficulty your worms. Luckily, with the mouse axis, you can control the camera. You can also center the camera with pressing the X button. Moving the camera could help you to position the next crate. Continue to the rest of the crate, the health crates. Oh, this is much useful. Much more useful. How I shall teach you how to jump. All jumps are on space. To perform a jump, simply press the space bar. Your worm will immediately jump forward. Follow the trail up to the stairs and collect the health crates I have provided. Test your jump. Oh, we have a double jump in this. Okay. The jumps are fucking long. The double jump really is an improvement. I can make that jump. Congratulations, Modav. See you are a hero soon. Be a hero soon. But first, you'll teach you another skill: the backflip. You make your worm backflip here. The space bar twice in succession, in quick succession. Let's give it a try. Even when you're ready, collect the health crate using the backflip. Right. Yes, you can now see the backflip as you move on the double backflip. As the worm performs the first backflip, you must again press the spacebar twice in quick succession, and the worm will travel even higher. Try collecting the health crates using the double backflip. You can't stop the worm. Why? Okay. Great, you seem to have a hang of that. So you're able to steer your jumps with the WASD keys, as well as being able to jump straight onwards by holding down the space button. Both can be useful. Practice your jumping by collecting the last set of crates. Perfectly. Well, you learned about controlling your worm. Now let's introduce you to the Humble Land Mine. The best way of explaining it is with a simple demonstration. Remus? Or Remus? Remus? Okay. Oh! I'm a dead. 50 health. Landmines are triggered when a worm gets too close to them. They set their fuse, which can be between 0 to 5 seconds. When they explode, they inflict around 40 points of damage on a worm and building. This makes them a real hazard. I've dropped some landmines on the floor. Each one has a 5-second timer, easily long enough for you to escape their explosion. Once you trigger the mine by walking close to retreating in your own time, set off each landmine. Perhaps you've been having some difficulties finding all the landmines? Have no fear, this is where controlling your camera can be once again be very, very useful. Holding down the E key gives you an overhead view of the landscape. While holding E, you can move it with the DASW key to rotate the camera, and with the mouse XX. Use the overhead view to see if you can spot where the remaining landmines. There are 3 landmines. Get rid of them. One mine left to go. Oh, it's right there. Excellent work now, Moro. You've already been introduced to the health crate, but there's also another kind of crate in the game. 2. Collect the next crate. Yep. Yep. I can't make that. The weapon crate. The most valuable of all the weapon crates in the game. You have just collected a weapon crate. The commentary at the top of the screen details which weapon you have collected. You now have infinite bazookas. To use a weapon, you must first select it. To select a weapon, you must press the right mouse button to open your weapon panel, and then highlight the weapon and press left mouse button. Why not try it and select the bazooka that you have just collected? The icon on the top right of the screen shows which weapon you have and the best camera view to use it. For firing the bazooka, the best view for it is first person view. To enable it, hold down the Q key. Before we try firing the bazooka, let's have a little demonstration. Remus! Come along now. Stop being so lazy. Watch carefully how now Remus is going to destroy the target. See how the shot fired from the bazooka dips a little due to the effect of gravity. After he takes his shot, it'll be your turn. Now it's your turn. You don't have to move, just hold down the Q key and aim and fire. WSD chooses where you want to aim and hold down the left mouse button to power up the shot. The longer you hold the power button for, the further the shot will travel. Now, try to destroy the... Okay. Oh shit, here I go again. Okay, so what I recommend, don't use the camera with this. It's not that useful. See what I mean? The mouse doesn't like comprehend it. So yeah, I recommend using like the arrow keys, not the arrow keys, the movement keys. You're getting the hang of it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Come on. Here I go again. Only one target remaining to destroy. Great, now you're starting to get the hang of it. Holy fuck, the thing is glitching out. Just one more thing. Take a look at the wind indicator. You notice that it's arrow shaped and also numbered. The arrow indicated wind direction and the number wind depicts wing strength. Some weapons are affected by wind and will be blown off course. There is no wind today, but bear it in mind for the future. So here's the end of the lesson. You've learned quickly in a short space of time. After everything I've taught you today, perhaps you can do me a favor in the next tutorial? With my help, I want you to begin the construction of the great city. Perhaps you could call it Rome. Sounds good? Yeah, I like it too. Anyway, we could build a wall here, a tower here, and a hot tub there here. Yeah, I'm gonna do one episode of the tutorial and do every mission separately, because it's gonna be a long and painful road. I like the water in this game. It fucking looks much better. I think you've unlocked tutorial 2. Start the next tutorial. It seems two worms are busy. Error. At least you look ready. Last time we've learned about health crates and weapon crates. There are, however, 2 more types of crates. This type of crate is called a building crate. These crates contain a different type of building. Now, we shall learn about how important the buildings are. Wake up. Ramus, if it's not asking too much, can you please collect the crate? I think we all know how to collect crates, right? Ramus just collected a stronghold. Watch as he builds it. A fine looking stronghold. You know, your stronghold is a vital. If your team stronghold is destroyed, then it's game over. The same as it would be if all of your worms were killed. What more? All buildings that you construct must connect to your stronghold. If that connection is cut, then those buildings will fall. Sometimes you might find that you're unable to select the building from your inventory. This is because from where your worm stood, there is no available place to build it. You are only able to build it in the spaces near your worm. Keep this in mind, and if it does happen, then move your worm about the landscape until a place is found. You will then be able to select and construct the building. Now it's your turn to create a building. Collect the crate and I'll show you what to do. Look, it's a stronghold. Well done, you have collected the tower. Now open your weapon panel and press the right mouse button and select just like you did the bazooka. You know the WASD keys chooses where you want to build. When you've decided where to build, press the left mouse button. Remember that you can always cancel your selection by pressing C. Try building a tower. See those? Those are. You have constructed your first building. That wasn't so hard, was it? Buildings have many uses, as you will see how. Now let's try about firing some of them. Collect the weapon crate model and we'll learn about attacking from building. You will need to use the backflip to get on top of the building. You remember how to press space twice. Oh, that's the regular space bar? If you hold down the space bar, look how fucking OP this is. Whoop. You've just collected the mortar. The mortar is a weapon that may only be fired from a building. Your worms must be on top of a building and belong to you. To be able to fire it, you can only fire weapons from a building with the flat tops. As you can see, the Stronghold does not have a flat top, so you cannot fire from it. Now, let's see if you're good as with the mortar as you are with the bazooka. Now, Rasmus, if you would be kind as to stand by the tower and wave so that you can see you clearly. The motor is similar to the bazooka. It fires in the same area, except you cannot change the power of the shot. After you've selected your direction and trajectory in the first person mode, press the right mouse button and the motor would fire at full power automatically. Thanks, Rasmus. You'd better get out of the way now. Your target is enemy tower. Do your best. Don't worry about the ammunition. You just keep trying to hit him. So the mortar is just a fucking priest? We're shooting a fucking priest? Wait, there's a star down there. Oh, no. You don't want to go out. Holy fuck, that is disturbing. Oh, there's a star down there. Hold on. Wait, if I shoot it, does it count as me getting the star? Fucking priest! Okay, I'll try that again. Fire the holy priest! Oh, it did 4 damage to the thing. Good shot, Moral. Did you notice how much damage you did to the tower? When the building takes a hit, you can see how much health it is lost by the number of it appears above it. Now let's try something. All buildings must be connected back to the stronghold. What happens if they don't? If they don't, they fall apart. Let's test, shall we? The enemy stronghold now has a line of a tower. I'm too lazy to read. We're gonna destroy it. As you see, it disconnects. Wait, do I need to destroy the entire bridge?
Take a look. Take a look.
This is gonna take a while for me to get used to. Come on! Fucking hell!
Here I go again.
No, not the priest! How many fucking priests do we have? No wonder this game's not on Steam.
Take a look.
Come on, praise the holy books! Okay, we've disconnected. Okay, what is our mission objective? I forgot, I didn't read.
Here I go again.
Tower demolished. Did you notice how once you destroy one building, they all fall apart? It's very useful when playing the game to keep this in mind. Always try and target weak links in enemy fortification. Once some landscapes you may be lucky in though find a lighthouse. You cannot fire a weapon from lighthouse. You cannot destroy one. They allow you to connect buildings across long distances and seclude areas of the landscape. You can connect your buildings to the lighthouse by constructing the building next to them. Once you connect the lighthouse, it will become active and will change your team color. A second lighthouse will also change your team color, and you will be able to build from that second lighthouse position. If your connection to the lighthouse is broken, then all buildings on the end of the connection will fall apart, and the lighthouse would turn back to the original color. Okay, Mortal, you've done very well. So, and the class for another day. Let's make a final look at the another common and important type of weapon. Collect the weapon crate. I am going for those fucking stars, my dude. Wait, what? I'm not. I can't pick that up. I thought that's pickable. Pickupable. Okay. Question: how do I get back up? I think the double jump will come in handy in that area. Where'd you collected the grenade? Most weapons are either like bazookas, exploding on beam, or like grenades, exploding on a fuse. Once you've learned the three types, you will be how many other weapons in the game. Now let's try using the grenade. You can say with the timer from 1 to 5. Let me see if you can give you the grenade is a weapon that can be fired from anywhere like a bazooka. The aim is launched the grenade so fall within the walls of the tower and explode at the feet of Remus.
Please, take a look. Run for cover! Please, take a look.
Oh yeah. Oh! No! This is fun. The grenades are fucking whack.
Here I go again.
Zapinia, this grenade is a shita.
Please, take a look.
Oi, this is gonna piss me off more and more the more I use it.
Please, take a look.
Kobe. The grenade is fucking whack is in this. If life is whack. Oh, yes! Pow! Hey, can't a worm get a rest around here? I've got my own back, you'll see. I'll get my own back, you'll see. Meanwhile... word has gotten around. The city of Rome welcomes its first settlers. Tee-hee! The next tutorial. Oh no! It looks to be that since we have visited our two friends, things have really been happening around here. I'm glad to see you back, Moro. Let's begin by looking at the victory location. You have noticed that there is now a number of stars floating above the land. You have Stronghold that stars floating above. These are called victory locations. You always start with at least one victory location because your stronghold is always built upon it. Victory locations are important. To more victory location that you bigger and better the building you can create. If you open your weapon panel, you will notice that I have already given you a tower and a keep. You will notice that you are able to select only the tower. This is because you don't own enough victory location to build the other building. How do you get some more victory locations? You construct buildings on them. Using the stones, you can put it in the position you put it next to the victory location. How many victory locations you own is shown at the top right of the screen. The number has gone, showing that you have now 2 victory locations. Now that you have 2, you'll be able to build a keep. Let's collect another victory location so we can build the next location. Keep your keep and next victory location. Excellent, you've built a keep, and the keep is the stronger building than the tower. It's harder to destroy and allows you to fire even more powerful weapons. Let's take a look at which weapon can be fired from the keep. We'll collect that weapon crate. You have just collected the Chili Con Carnage. In a moment we will practice using this new weapon, but first I'd like to bring your attention to the weapon panel layout. Weapon has appeared in the first column. It has a bazooka and grenade and weapons that can fire from anywhere you do. You have to be stood upon a building to use them. Weapons in the second column require a tower, in the third column a keep, and you move right. Bigger and bigger buildings require to fire weapons from. I hope you're not too confusing, mortal. As you play the game more, and you'll soon understand which weapons can be fired from what building. Now that we've practiced, let's put them. Keep on. Select the chili con carnage. Select the first person view and try to destroy as many of these enemy towers as possible. This is a grenade type weapon, but instead of having a fuse, it will explode when it comes to rest. When you're ready, destroy the enemy towers.
Here I go again.
What?
Please, good luck.
I think I'm gonna run out of them.
Please, good luck.
Damn, that's OP. Looks like you could use a little practice mode. Never mind, plenty of time during the course of the adventure. That examine any area of the map that you hit by firing, then you'll see that they change color. Any area hit any enemy fire weapon becomes scorched earth, and until the landscape changes back to the original color, you will not be able to build upon that position. Well, mortal, seeing as you have 3 victory locations, I think it's time we told you about the next building. Choose where you build it, and remember, it must be connected to your previous buildings. Collect it and build the castle, mortal.
Hey, I think that's pretty good.
Well done, that's a fine looking construction. The weapons in that drop to contain mighty weapons which demonstrate the awesome power of the castle. To get it, you may have to use your double backflip. Remember now, double tap space to do a backflip, double tap space against while performing backflip to see your dwarf do a double backflip. Now collect that fucking crate. You've unlocked the Chinicon Carnage 2, the Squeakle. Collect work. You've just collected a very powerful weapon. This is a destructive power on some buildings. You have 3 shots. Select the weapon. Let's see how much damage. Air. Aim for the enemy building, mortal. A fridge launcher?
Please, good luck.
Oh! Are those ferrets? Are those fucking ferrets?
Here I go again.
That's very powerful. Oh! Oh shit, bro! I just destroyed that! $322 damage? What the fuck?
Here I go again.
Oh shit, here we go again! Oh! That's massive amounts of damage! You made a bit of a mess there, but it's okay. Your first, okay for your first time, but there is still room for improvement. Let's look at the different type of weapons. Collect the weapon crate. Good, you have just collected the airstrike. When you use the airstrike, your attack comes from above, allowing you to target almost anywhere on the landscape. Oh god. How are they gonna make this prehistoric? Let's practice using the airstrike. Once you select the E to get to the overhead view of the landscape, then simply move the position to the cursor with a DASW and then press the left mouse button to launch a strike. Try destroying as many of the targets as possible. Oh, it's a mechanical bird. You have airstrike and you have advance. You to see the weapons careful, but you will never have that many of them. When you're ready, select the next weapon. When you're ready, collect the next crate, and you'll take a look at how the old lady works. All beams are fired from a building. Once you're chosen the direction to fire her in, the press left mouse button to release her. She'll then wander across the landscape. The old woman can be steered left, right, and pretty much anywhere. Can make the jump by pressing space and made to explode with the mouse button. Try and destroy that target, guiding the old woman towards the detonating when within the range. Oh my god, it's more controllable. Look how fast she goes though. If she bonks something, she goes backwards. Oh, she has a timer, I forgot. Camera, stop. Although it takes a little practice to get used to, we're almost done now. You just have one more weapon to look at. Please collect the next crate, mortal. You have just collected the ballista. The ballista is a direct fire weapon and can only be fired from a building. This is not powered in the same manner as the bazooka. The ballista is used for the first person view and only once fired follows in a relative straight line, as long as the wind is not blowing too strongly. And then you fire the ballista, you get 2 shots. Use the ballista to take aim at the enemy towers and deflect as much damage as you can before you run out of ammo. Oh, it's a bow and arrow. They're not lying when they say that it's a one shot. No, it's 2 shots. That ends your lesson for today, Moral. So far you've learned about most types of weapons, but there's no more to be seen. There's much more destructive weapons, and hopefully you will be able to identify each type when you collect them. Well done. Word about Rome is getting around. Most constructions take place. More constructions take place. And curious visitors arrive at its shores. Tutorial 4? I'm going to fucking die. There's only few things left to learn. But they are important. Let's see what the worms are doing. Let's begin by taking a close look at one of the utilities. Please collect the utility crate, mortal. Land, motherfucker. You have just collected the jetpack. The jetpack has allowed worms to fly around the landscape and counter and dedicated remaining fuel. Should you run out of fuel mid-flight, you will fall full. Let's collect those. I get it. And before it's only just the jetpack. Select the jetpack. Select the jetpack from the fields and allow you to practice. I've given you an infinite amount of fuel. Press the left mouse button to power the jetpack, and WASD for to allow you to maneuver whilst in the air. Collect each one of these health crates in order to complete the jetpack training. Wow, these controls of the jetpack are fucking smooth as butter. Smooth like butter. It's correct, yeah, lover. The jetpack is so easy to use. Getting the hang of it. Well done, mortal. As you can see, the jetpack is very useful for traveling, blah blah blah. Is that a jetpack one? Or are we gonna use the ninja rope to like attract? Use the jetpack to collect the 4 building crates. You can create a special building after you've collected each building you want to each one of them's landscape, and you build a special. It'll explain to you what it does. Collect the crate and then build. What weapon factory? Secret science lab. Hospital. And wonder. Let's start with the Wander. The Wander can win the game. If you build a Wander and stands for a couple of turns without being destroyed, the game will end and you will be declared the winner. The Wander requires that you have massive 5 victory locations in order to build it. The hospital allows you to add extra worms to your team. You can only have a total of 4 worms in your team, but if you lose some of your worms, they can respawn if you own a hospital. You need 2 victory locations to build one. The weapon factory generates weapon crates after every turn. This is useful for when you're low on ammunition. The more damage a weapon factory has, the fewer crates it produces. You need 3 victory stars for that one. And the final one we have is the I can't build. Is the science lab. Science lab is one of the most decisive buildings that you can build. Quite simply, it increases the damage that all of your weapons do. You'll need 4 victory stars to build one. The special buildings serve to give you advantage in some way or another, on a couple of which other they can give you an edge in battle. We'll need to experiment with special buildings and see what combination suits your strategy best. Now, more we shall look at we have not come across. Times for a few need to open awesome weapons. There are 5 things that you may ask of me, but here I will only show you one. The rest you will have to learn by yourselves. See the foul enemy that have turned up in our now majestic looking city? They're up to no good, mortal, and together we can quickly deal with them. Collect this crate and fire the weapon contained within and top of your keep. To fire the weapon, you only have to select it and press the right button when you it will do the rest of the work. Oh, I think I know this weapon. The flood. Water, wake out the fillet. Helder has slipped over the hook. Royce is sleeping with the fishes. Enemy invaders is out of here. So that's the flood. That is OP. Haha, check out my awesome power. You'll discover more and more ways which you can call upon to aid you in battle progress. For now, that's all. Another lesson finished. Well done, mortal. Well, mortal. It seems you have learned all I have to teach. However, one final test remains.